Tonight, an 11-day period of mourning is underway for Kim Jong-il, the dictator who died Saturday. And we were struck by images from inside the Hermit Kingdom showing grief-stricken North Koreans in despair, wailing uncontrollably. But is all that emotion real, forced, or a bit of both? ABC's David Wright reports from South Korea tonight.
Today, Kim Jong-il lay in state. News of his death, one final insult to the foreign intelligence agencies who tried for years unsuccessfully to penetrate his regime. They learned, like everyone else, from the official announcement, some 48 hours after his death. Today, Kim Jong-il's son and heir choked back what appeared to be real tears as he gave a solemn bow of goodbye.
He is truly not a ready for primetime player. The Chinese themselves are a little worried about whether he's really up to the task.
Today, most of the public displays of grief beggared belief. "Father General, where are you?" she wailed. Grown men, many in uniform, blubbered like babies.
Part of this is political, it's manufactured and it's required on the part of the citizens, but you cannot discount that some of this is quite genuine.
When Kim Jong-il's father died, the outpouring of grief was equally over the top. The great leader, and later the dear leader, were North Korea's only celebrities. Today we met Sol Lee, a 23-year-old defector from the North, who said her generation doesn't buy it. "People in my mother's generation were brainwashed," she said, "but we're not so blind." State media released what they said was the last photo taken of Kim Jong-il on a supermarket escalator. Today, the escalator is a shrine. If only he could ride it again, she cried. These two countries are still at war, but today South Korea extended condolences to the North Korean people. And officials here said that they won't be lighting the Christmas trees on the DMZ. In the past, North Korea viewed Christmas trees on that heavily fortified border as a provocation. They don't celebrate Christmas there. They worship their leaders.
We'll begin with breaking news as multiple media outlets are now reporting the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un has died. The 36-year-old dictator reportedly died when a heart surgery went wrong. Because of the nature of the secret regime in North Korea, the claims of his death have been difficult to verify. It was on Monday we learned the leader was in a poor state. We know there is a family history of bad heart health, his father dying in 2011 from a heart attack. It is unclear who will now take over for North Korea.
The leader of the world's most secretive country is apparently close to death. The North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, has reportedly suffered complications after surgery. CNN's Paula Hancock joins us from Seoul with the latest details. Paula, when did people start getting suspicious that something wasn't right here?
Well, Lisa, the reporting that we have at this point is that one US official with direct knowledge of the matter said that they are monitoring intelligence that suggests that Kim Jong-un is in grave danger after undergoing a surgery. Now, we don't have a lot more than that. We do have from another source familiar with the intelligence saying that they are closely monitoring all these reports on Kim's health and that the concerns about his health are credible, but at this point the severity is hard to assess. Now, we also did hear from one online publication here in Seoul, Daily NK, saying that they believed that he had gone under heart surgery on April the 12th. And that would be in line with what we saw a few days later, one of the most important days on the North Korean calendar, which is the Day of the Sun, the birth date of the country's founder, Kim Il-sung. Usually that is marked with military parades or has been with missile and satellite launches in the past. And Kim Jong-un was not visible and not present at that, as far as we can tell from North Korean media. So that is something that people were alerted to as well. But to be honest, we won't know for sure exactly what has happened, if anything, with Kim Jong-un until North Korea tells us so. It is well known that it is a very difficult country for the US as well as other countries to have decent intelligence on. It is a very closed country. So this, at this point, is something that the US is monitoring. They say they believe they have intelligence saying he's in grave danger, but beyond that, they can't say anything with conviction. Lisa?
What we do know, though, obviously, is that his health has not been the best in recent years, has it?
That's right. I mean, back in 2014, he actually disappeared from view for about 40 days, and there was plenty of speculation back then as to what exactly had happened to him. And then he reappeared in the public eye, and he had a cane. It was reported from North Korea itself that he had problems with his feet, potentially. There were reports about gout as well. But this just shows how if the North Korean leader disappears from view for any length of time, then the speculation will start. It is a very sensitive topic within North Korea itself as well. The fact that this is the leader of the country, the most important person within the country, and this is the sort of information that would be kept secret even from his own people or from many of the elites if in fact he had undergone surgery, if in fact he is believed to be in bad health, as these reports would suggest. So it does show that it will be North Korea who will confirm whether or not this is accurate and whether or not there are serious concerns about his health, and they will do that when they are ready, not a second before.
We're almost out of time, but very quickly, who would be a likely successor?
I mean, this is obviously going one step beyond what we know at this point, but the favourite, I assume, would be his sister, Kim Jong-un. She's been very high profile since 2018 in the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics in South Korea, when she actually appeared on behalf of her brother, and when there was the start of the diplomatic thaw in relations between North and South Korea. She has had a number of promotions over the past couple of years. She is frequently seen at the side of her brother during very high-profile summits with other world leaders. So I think the general feeling is that she could potentially be a high-profile figure going forward, if not taking over the reins. But of course, that is one step ahead of where we are right now.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us this evening. That is Paula Hancock from CNN, joining us live from Seoul.